move now to the Toyota Racing Series Round 2. The power-built raceway offering a very different set of challenges from the opening round at Pukekohe. And just to spice things up a bit, a new international driver taking part. It is the last chance to race before the New Zealand Grand Prix next month.
There were great performances in round 1 of the Toyota Racing Series from Christchurch's Matthew Hamilton, but the star of the show was Daniel Gaunt. He came through with the points lead. We move now to Christchurch. Will it be the same? Will it be Gaunt or will it be the local man, Matthew Hamilton?
There is no doubt that the Toyota Racing Series has rekindled New Zealand's love affair with real racing cars. And aside from the colour and glamour, the quality of racing has gained the series worldwide attention. Mark Pitch Motorsport had secured a drive for the young Danish star Steffen Moeller in the 22 Karcher car.
First time in New Zealand, first time in Toyota. So normally I race in Europe for Formula Renault. So one of my engineers from Denmark got here and he called me Saturday and he asked me, could you fly to New Zealand Monday? I said, oh, I don't know. But okay, I did, and this is my first trip here, so I enjoy.
And it wasn't long before Moeller made his presence felt, latching onto the back of teammate Matthew Hamilton, who had led from the start, with Daniel Gaunt in third. A crash involving Ben Crichton brought out the yellow flags and the safety car. And at the race restart, it was Hamilton who got the jump on the field. And Moeller lost second to Gaunt. A brave move by the power-built car of Andy Knight came to nothing when he locked up and spun. The ensuing confusion leaving 6 cars off the track. Claimed second from Gaunt at the hairpin. It soon became the lead when Hamilton was given a drive-through for jumping the restart. So at the end of 8 laps, a victory for Danish driver Steffen Moeller in his New Zealand racing debut. Daniel Gaunt second and Christchurch's Mark Doran gaining his best result in the series with third. So a brilliant result for Steffen Moeller in his debut in the Toyota Racing Series. Second place to Daniel Gaunt, the points leader, and in third place it is Christchurch's Mark Doran. Fourth place, a great drive from Christina Orr, and in fifth, the rookie, Mark Williams. So if you have a look at the grids for race 2, and they're based on the lap times from race number 1, it is Mark Doran on pole, alongside of him, Steffen Moeller. Row number 2, it's Daniel Gaunt and Andy Knight, and in row 3, it's Matthew Hamilton and Hamid Al Fardin. Row number 4, it's Christchurch's Mark Munro and Ben Harford, and in row number 5, it's Auckland's Dale Williams and Damon Templeman. Row number 6, Christina Orr and Andrew Higgins. So it is the local South Islander Mark Doran on pole, alongside of him Steffen Moeller. Time to bring in the Toyota ambassador Bob McMurray. We saw an exciting race in race 1, Bob. What do you expect here?
Well, the first thing, Phil, is I expect Steffen Moeller to shine again. He is a very accomplished driver, and he's looks like he's in the lead already.
Amazing when you consider that he had his first look at the circuit not too very long ago, and as you said, he slotted in perfectly into the front running as we're on board here with Ben Harford in the Cobra security car. Now he's got a bit of work to do, and you can see the car getting very taily as he works down into the Camtech hairpin for the first time.
Well, Hamid Al Fardin is on the wrong line there. He's too far out on the corner, and these tyres are very cold. It's a cold day here. There's snow on the hills, and he's gone straight off. He just basically lost grip, and now he's completely lost grip. He's got to get back on the track, Simon.
Well, he manages to keep it going, and he will get back into the race, but he is going to be a long way behind. So Al Fardin gets back onto the racetrack here and into the real-time action, and it is Steffen Moeller in the front from Denmark. Right in behind him, it's Daniel Gaunt. Then it looks like Matthew Hamilton, and then Andy Knight. Andy Knight said to us that he needed a good performance here at Powerbuilt Tools Raceway Ruapuna to try and get his championship season back on track, and he's just worked up the inside of Hamilton, or has he? Yes, he has, as they go down towards Pothole. So Andy Knight up to third place. Then it's Matthew Hamilton, but out in the front, it is our newest import in the Toyota Racing Series, and that is Steffen Moeller, and what a performance he's had.
Yeah, Phil, as you say, he only saw these cars, this track and everything on Wednesday before the race, and he's adapted straight into it. He's a very experienced driver, having driven in Denmark and Europe. Well, Denmark is in Europe. All sorts of places in Europe and the Nordic Championship, so he knows what he's about, and he's just come off a very good season, don't forget. But Andy's driving very well here. Very much the local guy. Very much the local guy, Andy Knight, from the middle straight past him.
So back to the front of the field, and it is still Steffen Moeller from Denmark in the front. Originally from the South Island, now living in Auckland, Daniel Gaunt through in second place, and the local lad second in the series last year, Andy Knight in third, and the gap's starting to open a little bit here, Bob. And I got to talk to you about the mindset of the drivers. Ruapuna vastly different from what we saw at Pukekohe a week ago.
It is. It's still a pretty quick track, this, but don't forget now, these three guys seem fairly set in their positions, don't they? But they've got to be aware that they have to put up a very fast time, because that determines your qualifying position for the last race. So you can't relax completely, because some guy at the back may go really, really quickly.
This, though, the battle for the front, it looks to me, Bob, that Daniel Gaunt just starting to close the gap a little bit.
Well, maybe he heard what I said. Maybe he's trying to put up a quick lap, and Moeller is reasonably content to stay where he is. Moeller is going to be catching some back markers in a moment. I can't see who that is in front of him, but no, he's just won the race, so he doesn't need to. So maybe that's why he was backing off on the last lap.
So the checkered flag flies, and it's Steffen Moeller from Denmark takes race number 2 from New Zealand's Daniel Gaunt. Third place, the local lad, that was Andy Knight, and in fourth place it is Matthew Hamilton. But it is Moeller that acknowledges the big crowd here at Powerbuilt Tools Ruapuna. So to confirm the results, Moeller gets the win from Gaunt, Knight, Matthew Hamilton. A good drive for him for fourth.
The car was a little bit better than yesterday, so just drove it home. I did some good lap times, but unfortunately it wasn't very good in the end. There were two drivers faster than me, so I have to be on the grid for third place for last race, but I win again, so I'm happy.
With Steffen, he's quick.
So we're just about set for the feature race for the Toyota Racing Series, 16 laps, and they get away. And the first thing we're going to notice here, Bob, is there is no Matthew Hamilton.
No, he changed the engine between the heats before this race, and he seems to have stopped on the warm-up lap. So, and here we have an accident. It looks like Andy Knight is off there, and maybe Steffen Moeller, I think. Yeah, there's Andy and Steffen behind him.
Well, it was Knight and Moeller dueling for the lead, and they got it wrong coming into the Flexiplas first turn.
I'm not sure they got it wrong there. He was trying to make up places on the first corner, first lap, as is the best place to overtake. And look, he's tried to go on the outside, but just got it wrong. Simple as that.
Oh, and that was a wing flying through there. I think that must have been Andy Knight's wing. Get a great look at it from Hamid Al Fadin's perspective.
Yeah, pretty dangerous, heavy front wing like that going through the air. And, oh, there it goes. And yes, it's been hit by Hamish Cross by the looks of it. And he would not have got a very good view of that coming towards him. In fact, we're going to see what he saw coming towards him. Look at this. Straight into the front of the car. Luckily, it stayed low. He tried to miss it, but oh no.
Steffen, there was a bit of a tangle for you in the last race.
Yeah, it was. I had expected to win, get second, to win overall, but I had a great start, and I went up to second place, and I tried to go on the inside of Andy Knight, but he didn't left me much space, so I ran into his rear end and went off, so pretty shame.
What a shame. Your memories of Ruapuna, all good though?
Yeah, they are really good, because I had 2 victories here, and that's great. First time on the track, so third overall is okay for me. I'm quite happy.
I think there was a lap record.